Can you able to see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So in this session, we will start from the scratch. People who are already working on SAP and people who are graduated recently, or people who are working in other technologies who don't have knowledge on SAP or success factors. For all the people, this is just like from the scratch. We will start from what is SAP and how that will be used and all. Okay. So first of all, what is SAP? So SAP is nothing but system application product. So that is a company and also a product, which means like we have other many applications like Google. Google is an application, but Google is also a company, right? So likewise, SAP is a company and it is also a product. So it has been founded in 1972. And from that time, so it is keep on growing. It has started like a small company and now it is one of the largest company in the world. And this product, SAP product, is using across the globe. And if you compare like 100 companies, in that 100 companies, at least 50 to 60 companies will be using SAP products. So like how this SAP is a very large product which is using in the global system. So it is the headquarters is there in Germany and it is a ERP system. It is a ERP system. ERP means enterprise resource planning. So what is the meaning of this enterprise resource planning? So this is specifically used for making any business success. Like for an example, let us take any one business for manufacturing. I will take an example of Tata products. So if you take Tata products, so let me consider Tata Motors. So in Tata Motors, what are the things they will be doing? So they will be doing the manufacturing and they will be doing the sales and all. For doing this manufacturing and sales, they need lot of things. They need the place to do that, and they need that place where they need to construct that applications or construct that cars. And after that, they need to make sure how many things they need to make that car building. And after that, how much they are investing and how much they are getting. To calculate that, they need some financing. And there should be some salespersons to sell that cars. Likewise, many aspects will be there to make any business success. Correct? So likewise, to make any business success, there should be applications to make sure we are doing that properly, and to track what we are doing, there should be some applications. And SAP is one of that application which will be used for ERP. ERP is nothing but enterprise resource planning. Resource is nothing but it may be employees, or it may be some material, or it may be like some transport. All these are resources for any one resource, for any one enterprise. To make a note of all these things and to make a success of business, we need one ERP application, and SAP is one of the largest ERP application. Now, within SAP, like we discussed, it will be used for complete business purpose. So in that, employees is also one of the resources, correct? So employees are required. Even if it is a manufacturing company, there will be employees who will be working. Even if it is a software company, there will be employees who will be working. Likewise, employees are also a resources for any company. And to maintain these employee data and all, they will be using SAP HCM system, which is nothing but human capital management. Not only in SAP, whatever applications which will be used to maintain the employee related data, that is human capital management. Within SAP, there is a separate module called HCM that will be used for human capital management to maintain the employee data. Okay, so this is how SAP has started, and within that there is a sub module called SAP HCM, which will be used for maintaining the data of employees. Now, so why we are discussing about SAP? Because we are going to learn success factors. Then why we are discussing SAP? Because so if you know about SAP here, because interviewer will not ask you any question on this SAP, but as we are going to work in the application called success factors, which is acquired by SAP. Acquired means, so this ERP system, when SAP has started, it is an on-premise system. On-premise means we need to install an application in our laptop or desktop. Those applications are called to be on-premise applications. Clear? So if you are using any application and if it is really required to be installed in our system, those applications are nothing but on-premise applications. So we have application called Facebook, so that we can install in our system as well as we can log in into any browser, correct? So if you are installing that application, that is on-premise. If you are using any browser by using any internet, and if you are able to access that by internet and any one browser, those applications are cloud applications. Okay. So when SAP has started, at that time, all these are on-premise applications only. So even till now, there are many applications which are provided by SAP or on-premise. So at some point of time, like any application will be having competitors, the competitors has launched cloud platform applications. So SAP were in a trouble, like all the competitors are launching the cloud applications and the clients are getting moved to that clouds. So because of that, so there was a chance of losing the clients. So what SAP thought is like, we also wanted to implement a new cloud application platform, or else we need to go for a company where it is already established in the cloud and we need to acquire them, and then we will be making them as a SAP cloud application platform. So due to that process, SAP has selected the second option, like we need to go for the application which is already existing in the market and we will acquire them and we will sustain in the market. Because if they start building that application from that time, it may take at least 3 to 4 years to build that application properly. And whether they are not sure like it is going to success or not, because if it is a new application, there may be some failures sometimes. So due to all these reasons, SAP found a already established company which is there in the cloud platform. And that application, that company is nothing but Success Factors. If you see here, so this is the details of Success Factors. Success Factors is a different company at the beginning. It has established in 2001 and it is an American company which was already there in the cloud, but they were also doing the activities of these HR, data maintenance and some other activities. Then SAP found the Success Factors company as a suitable company to acquire and to establish in the cloud platform as well. And in 2011, SAP acquired Success Factors. From that time, in 2011, official declaration has been done, but it has been like completed the process of complete acquisition in 2012. So from 2012, this Success Factors company is named as SAP Success Factors. Clear? Before that, it was a different company, but from 2011, SAP bought the Success Factors company and it is named as SAP Success Factors. Now, so what is this cloud platform? What is the difference between this cloud and on-premise? So when it comes to working and all, there will not be any difference. How on-premise applications will work, in the same way cloud applications will also work. Then what is the difference? The difference is there is no need to install any applications in our system, which means if you are installing any application in the system, it will consume some data storage space, correct? And we need to take care of that application. Like if somebody is going to uninstall, and we need to make sure like there is some security. And we need to take care of the data, like it is going to store in our system and it is going to store in the SAP data centers as well. But we need to take care of our system. If something happened to our system, the data will be lost. So likewise, that maintenance will be little more in on-premise systems. And when it comes to cloud, so how we will access that? There is no need to install any application and there is no need to carry our laptop or desktop along with us. If you have internet facility anywhere across the globe, you can sit there and you can log into any browser, and by using a link and username and password, we can log in into the system. So it will be very simple and it will be very useful for all the employees as well as the technical people to access them. That is the reason all the clients were looking forward to come into the cloud market. Okay. So when it comes to cloud market, now again, you may get a question like, so if it is a cloud, is it mean like data is going to store in some place or not? Because if it is an on-premise, definitely data is going to store in our destination, in our provided folder within our system. But when it is a cloud, the data is going to be stored or not? The answer is yes, definitely data need to be stored. How the data need to be stored? SAP has a specific data centers across the globe. So in different physical locations, SAP has the data centers, and whatever we will modify here, these will be copied from here and this will be stored in the physical data centers, which will be taken care by SAP. We are not going to take care anything about the data centers, but that is going to be taken care by SAP. Currently, there are around 20 data centers. So if you want to look at the data centers, if you come to Google and if you search SAP Success Factors, data centers, you will get complete list of, here we can see a Success Factors data centers. Here you will get the complete list of data centers and where they are located. Okay, so it is asking for the login for now, but this is a link. I will just show you once we start the technical sessions. Then I will show you what are all the list of data centers and where it is located. I will show the complete list. But for now, we need to know, like, yes, even if you are using a cloud database, the data is going to be stored in some place. And that will be taken care by SAP to maintain the data centers and to provide the security. Everything will be taken care by SAP, and it is not a burden for us. Clear? Next. So within cloud platform applications, there are many available in the market now. In that, there are 3 different types of applications available in the cloud platform. So they are, one is SaaS application, another one is PaaS application, another one is IaaS application. So first, let us go through this. What is IaaS and what is PaaS? So IaaS means infrastructure as a service, which means there are some applications like they will be having the cloud database. They will give some space to us. Suppose like they will tell like, I am giving 200 GB for you here. Please log in into here. Once you log in here only you need to develop your application. So which means they will give some space in the cloud data storage place. We need to go there and we need to start building our application from there. Those type of applications are nothing but infrastructure as a service. They will just provide the infrastructure. We need to go there and we need to build that application from the scratch. Those applications are nothing but IaaS applications. Along with that, we have one more type of applications called platform as a service. So these are like, we no need to build any applications in the cloud. So we can develop our application within our system, on-premise system only we can develop. But just for the data storage, we can use that cloud platform. Those applications are nothing but platform as a service. So here, no need to develop our application in the cloud. We can develop anywhere in our on-premise, but we will use the data storage place as cloud. The third one is SaaS application. This SaaS application is nothing but software as a service. Here, no need to do any development and no need to do any data maintenance. Everything will be taken care by the product owners. What we need to do is, based on the utilization, how much we are using, for that, we need to pay the amount to the product owner. We are not going to do anything. We will just use the application and we will pay the amount for whatever we are using. So our Success Factors is also one of the SaaS application where everything will be taken care by SAP, which is a product owner, and everything will be taken care by SAP. We just use that application and we will pay for whatever we are using. Clear? This is what about different type of cloud applications which are available in the market now. And Success Factors is one of those, and it is a SaaS application. Next. So here, this is a screen which how the acquisition has been started and when it has been completed, everything by SAP to acquire Success Factors. So I'm going to give this document to you. You can go through these details. This is just for our reference. And this is also screen like when it has been started and when the acquisition has completed. Now, so now we are discussing about SAP Success Factors and all. But you may get some questions like, what is our actual work to do? By learning this, so what is the purpose of using this application and how that will be used? Because that is the main purpose we are looking here. That is the main thing we need to know. So let us go through that and let us discuss. So we discussed in the beginning, like SAP has a human capital management system. What is human capital management system? Which is nothing but it will be used for maintaining the data of an employee. So there are companies. If any company having only 10 employees, okay, that is fine. They need to maintain their employee data, like their personal details they need to maintain. Their Aadhaar card, PAN card details they need to maintain. Their certificates they need to maintain. Everything they need to maintain in the system. If it is small number of employees like 10 to 15 or 20, That's fine. We can maintain manually in an Excel sheet or in a Word document. We can maintain and we can store. What if it is 1,000 people? What if it is 10,000 people? What if it is 1 lakh people? Can they maintain manually? Because each day they will be getting many changes to do. All the things they cannot do it manually because we need to see where the employee data is getting stored. That cannot be done manually. For that reason only, in the market, there are applications came in the market like where it can be used to maintain the employee data and where it can be used to perform different actions on employee. So even after maintaining the data in the system, so HR people will be there, they will tell us like, this is a change need to be done. Okay, so we need to give some increment to that employee. Please change the salary from this to that, which means that is a change. Or we are giving a promotion, that is a change for that employee. Likewise, from hiring to termination of that employee, there will be many things happening for that employee in an organization. Once you hire, after hiring, there will be many things like there may be a promotion, there may be a transfer, there may be an increment. Likewise, many things will be happening for the employee. And to do all these actions, there should be some specific systems, and Success Factors is one of those systems which will be used for maintaining the employee data in the cloud database. Clear? Now, within Success Factors, there are again multiple modules like we discussed now. So once any employee hired into any company, there will be many things happening to that employee, right? We will be maintaining the employee data, and there will be some salary increments, and HR people will will give some task to the people like you need to complete this course. Okay, so I'm able to
Open.
Praveen, can you please go on mute?
Wait. Where it is?
Okay, fine. Okay, so after any employee joined into the companies, there will be many things happening. So HR people will send some mails you like, please complete these courses. These are mandatory trainings for you. Please complete these. That for that, there will be separate module available within Success Factors, like how HR people can assign that to different people. For that, there is a separate module. And if there is any job opening available in our company, who will take care of that? HR people only will take care. They will look for the candidate and they will see like what are all the details need, like what is the technical things needed from that candidate, and how we can capture the details of that candidate and how to conduct that interview. Likewise, many things will happening. To do all these things, there is a separate module. Once he's selected, we need to do the onboarding for that employee. So while doing onboarding, we need to collect some information from him, and we need to send some documents to him to signature and send it back. Likewise, many things will happen in the process of onboarding. To do all these things, there is a separate module. Likewise, all these modules together, we will be calling it as BizX suite. Here we can see BizX. BizX suite is nothing but the modules which are all used in Success Factors. All together, we will be calling it as a BizX suite. Within that, Employee Central is one of the biggest module in that Success Factors. So which will be storing the data of all the employees. So even if you are hiring any employee, he will pass the recruitment and he will pass the onboarding. And at last, that employee data is going to be stored in the Employee Central module only. So that is a reason Employee Central will be linked to each and every module. If you see here, Employee Central is the base for all other modules which are provided by Success Factors. So that is the reason it is a very big module, and remaining modules will be calling it as talent modules, which are very simple, which you can learn within 1 week or 10 days. So those are very small modules which you can learn, but Employee Central is a little lengthy module and which is very important module within Success Factors. And in general, Employee Central will be called as a part of Success Factors. Clear? So whatever other modules need to get the data, that should be get it from Employee Central. Or if they want to send the data, that should be sent to Employee Central. Likewise, Employee Central will be linked to all other modules. And now we are going to learn this module called Employee Central only as per this training. So within this Employee Central, okay, so there will be two different types of system. So in simple way, I can say, so we know like we have bulb. In anyone's house, we have bulbs. So if you want to switch on that bulb, we need to switch on that switch, right? So likewise, there are many functionalities which are provided by SAP, and all the functionalities will be available in the system called instance. If you see here, so this is there will be two different types of systems. One is instance, another one is provisioning. So provisioning is just like a switch. If you want to enable any functionality, we will be coming into this provisioning and we will switch it on. Once we switch it on, and this is like a bulb, the features and all that is going to be available in this instance. So most of the time we will be working in the instance only. 99% of the percentage of the times we will be working on instance system only. And to get any features in the system and the switches, it will be available in the provisioning. We will go to that provisioning system and where we will enable that switch, and based on that, the feature is going to be available in our instance system. Okay, so don't get too much confusion for now, because we are going to discuss on this instance and provisioning in detail once we start the technical part. But for now, I just wanted to show you like there will be two different systems we will be working. One system is provisioning, another system is instance. Instance is like a front-end system, just like a bulb which will be displaying for us. But what is a pop, like how it is going to be activated? It is by a switch, which is like a provisioning. Provisioning is a backend tool where we will be enabling the functionalities, and instance is the one which is a front-end screen where we will be working for all the time. Clear? Till now, like we have discussed, what is the purpose of doing our application, and what we are going to do is like, as HR people need to work on their real-time daily activities, they need to have an application, and that application need to be designed by us. They will give the requirement like how the application need to be available for them. So based on that, we need to design that application and we need to give it to them. It is not like we are not going, it is not like we are going to maintain the data. We are not going to maintain the data in real time regularly. Data maintenance and all will be done by HR people. But to maintain that data, they need to design that application as per their respective business requirements. So they will tell the requirements to us and we will develop the application as per their requirement and we will give it to them. And again, developing means, don't be in a state like developing means we need to do some coding. Success Factors application is complete codeless, which is nothing but we are not going to do any coding. It is zero coding. Everything will be already provided by SAP, and we need to do some process to enable that functionality, which is nothing but functional. It is a functional application. It is not like a technical application. It is a functional application, which is predefined by SAP already. But there are some steps we need to follow to achieve that requirements which are provided by clients. So those things we are going to learn. And no, don't worry, like if you are not coming from technical background, or if you don't have any coding knowledge, nothing will happen because zero coding will be there in our system. So everything will be functionalizing the configurations only. Now, so you may get a question like, if I am a graduate, okay, so if I'm a graduate or if I'm a techie, somebody coming from BTech, somebody coming from degree. So is it suitable for both? The answer is yes. Usually the people who has done MBA, MCA, they will be having some knowledge on HR activities. But even if you are not having MBA, MCA, if you are from BTech or if you are from any degree, that's fine. Because even I am from a BTech background. I started this technology with zero knowledge only. So if you have some basic understanding of what HR people can do, that is sufficient. There is nothing that much complexity to learn, but there are many things will be there in the system to learn, but it will not be very complex if you are doing the practice regularly. Now, when it comes to that work, how we are going to work once we get into any job. So there will be different types of projects available in the Success Factors module. One is like implementation. Implementation means if there is no Success Factors application implemented for any company, and if they want to develop that for the first time, those applications are nothing but implementation projects. Those projects are nothing but implementation projects. If it is already developed, then, so even if it is developed, there may be some issues they will be facing, correct? So there should be some person who should look into that issues and they need to get it sorted. Those type of projects are nothing but support projects. Regular activities, whatever they are doing, we need to support them and those supports are nothing but support projects. So apart from that, there are some projects like they have developed for some 10 countries, but their company is located in 2 more countries and they want to implement the success factors for 2 more countries. In that case, are we going to develop that application newly? No, because already that application is there for 10 countries and we need to extend that for 2 more countries. Though those type of projects are nothing but rollouts. Apart from that, so as any application will be having some upgrades, even if you are using any mobile, we can see there are many upgrades coming to our mobile application, like please do the upgrade. These are the functionalities we are going to improve. Likewise, upgrades will be coming for any application, as success factors is also an application. SAP will take care of all the things which need to be improvised and which need to be fixed. And they will give us for every 6 months, like this is a new upgrade which is coming on this particular date. Please test that system and please take care if there is any effect is going to happen based on this upgrade. So due to that, we need to check the system thoroughly. Like because of that upgrade, is there anything going to affect our existing configurations? So those type of projects are nothing but upgrade projects. So don't worry about this upgrade and all these projects we are going to discuss in detail. I just wanted to show you like different type of projects we will be working once we start in real time. And next is enhancements. Enhancements, usually it can be covered in support projects only, but sometimes there will be some specific projects. If it is a large enhancement in support project, like they have already developed their system, but they want many customizations to be done. So instead of taking it like a support project, they will ask to do it like an enhancement is nothing but modifications to the existing application. Those projects are nothing but enhancement projects. And the final one is data migration projects. So these data migration projects means if they are using any other applications currently and they have moved to SuccessFactors application to maintain the employee data, then whatever data was there in the previous application, that need to be copied from there and that need to be loaded into our new system, which is SuccessFactors, right? Because HR data is very sensitive. We should not lose any data for any time. There may be so many auditings will be happening, because in this HR data, we can see the compensation, what is the salary and all the personal details, everything we can see. That is the reason all these applications are very sensitive. We should be very careful regarding the data. So if you want to copy the data from over the past application to the new application, we need to have specific formats and we need to do many activities to copy the data from over there and to copy the data into our system. There will be many activities. Those projects are nothing but data migration projects. So these are all the different projects we will be getting in real time and we will be working. And next is the thing, so which may be the question in your mind, like who are all eligible to learn this course? So if you ask me in general, I can say there is no restriction for anyone. It will not stop anyone to learn, because we just need technical expertise to learn this and to get sustained in the market. So who are all graduates? If you should have at least a degree, even if it is a degree or BTech, that's fine. You should have at least a degree. And even if you have knowledge on HR or if you don't have knowledge on HR, we are going to start it from the scratch. If you have HR knowledge, it will be little easy for you to learn. If you don't have HR knowledge, it will be little complex at the beginning for you to understand what HR people will be doing and all. But once you understand what HR will be doing and why we are going to do this application in that particular design, then it will be very simple. As HR people know, that much way you will get to know once we start learning this training. So that is what about this last screen, like who are all eligible to learn the success factors. So if you ask me now, there is no limitation. The only limitation is you should be a graduate. If you are a graduate, that's fine. Nobody will stop, or no interviewer or no recruiter will stop you if you are having less knowledge in HR and all. They will just look for these technical expertise, whatever they are looking for, whether that is there with you or not. They will not check for whether you are a graduate or whether you are a degree candidate. They will not check all those. If you have good knowledge, that is sufficient. Clear? So that is what I just wanted to give you brief details about this training and all. And if you have any questions, You can start asking now. Any questions from anyone?
Yeah, hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Sorry, Praveen.
Hello. Hello,
Yes,
sir.
Praveen. Yeah, I can hear you.
This is which module in SAP?
In SAP, Success Factors is the cloud application. Within that cloud application, there are many modules, and we are going to learn about Employee Central.
Employee Center.
Correct. So Employee Central is the one which will be used to maintain the employee data, and which is a very big module in Success Factors. And all other modules will be linked to Employee Central only to get the data or to send the data. So without Employee Central, like we cannot use any other Success Factors module. And again, I wanted to tell you one more thing. In future, definitely there will be a large scope for Success Factors because SAP started forcing all the clients, because we know at the beginning we discussed there are 50 to 60% of the clients who are using SAP applications or Success Factors. There are many applications provided by SAP who are all using those SAP applications. SAP started forcing them to use Success Factors. They are telling it like, if you are not using Success Factors, we are not going to provide support for other applications. Likewise, there will be a very good demand for Success Factors in future for sure. That is the reason it is going to be a largest HR application in the cloud market in future. Okay.